keep going. Everything is a brand new challenge for me. I will believe myself. This is the only start for me. When all alone in my sleep, I just go about dreaming. I see myself there, having the same adventure. If I just follow you, I will not see the light. Now's the time to find my way through this life. I'm trying so hard to be strong. I wanna fly high so I can reach the highest of all of the heavens. Somebody will be waiting for me, so I have gotta fly higher. Gotta keep going.
Hello? Okay. Hold on. We're gonna go over here. Hi. Hello everyone. I'm gonna turn this down. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna turn this off because we're gonna just very quickly test alerts before everybody gets in here. it starts to get hectic. And then let me know how the like audio and stuff is. So here's the donation alert. Oh no, this is in front of it. Oops. All right. That's the only one I care about. Did that come through? Did that sound good? Also, how do I sound? Looking good, sounding good? Heck yeah. I assume the follow one.
Thank you.
Yeah, that one's probably gonna play a fair bit. All right, cool. Yeah, we'll just like hang out here for a couple more minutes before I pop into the. Oh my gosh, you have thank you. Yes, I do have thank you as the follow alert. Also, this is the first day with my PNG tuber avatar. I also made a custom alert for the charity. This is my normal like donation alert.
This is a test donation for $65.
But yeah, I made a special one for the charity stream. Thank you, Test John. Yes, Test John for the $60. You're doing great things. Cool. Well, how's everyone's morning going? almost noon, then afternoon. I really appreciate oh, I didn't turn on stream closed captions. Oh boy, see, this is why we start early. We gotta make sure everyone can listen and watch and read. There, this should be going now. But yeah, thanks Sarah and Matt and Giant Daywalker for being mods, being temporary mods for today. You guys are doing great. I guess one thing is I mean we're just gonna try to keep everything like fairly positive. I know that like ranking stuff can get really hectic. So we're just gonna try to keep it all positive, respect everybody's opinions on what their favorite or least favorite Final Fantasies, Kingdom Hearts, Metal Gears, all that are. So just keep an eye out for that. Everyone has seemed to be pretty good so far. Like in the Discord, the ban list is like super duper small. What's my take on the latest Genshin news? I can't speak to it. I don't know. I assume a new character has arrived and they look hot. I guess I'm not a real gamer. Everybody, this is Ivana. She's the artist. She made this beautiful PNG tuber and all the almond emotes that you see everywhere. She's great. I'm looking at her right now. She's on the couch. She only plays Genshin. If you want it. Oh no, wrong answer. Write a twit longer and listen. Oh, he's ready in Discord whenever I am. Okay, let's turn the music off for a sec. And I will pop into the Discord. I gotta make sure Discord's going. Hello? Also, hi Maple.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How's setting up going?
It's all good. I've had everybody who's here, like the mod team, listen to the alerts and everything. It looks like I'm ready. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but hey, we'll fix it on the fly.
Absolutely, absolutely. We're gonna support you along the way. It's so
Thank
nice
you.
to meet you. I'm excited to come visit soon.
Yeah, thank you.
See
Should I go over like what I'm doing, or?
Yeah, that would be great. What can we
Okay.
look forward to in your stream?
So we're gonna open with the spice. We're going to rank all the the mainline Final Fantasies. And as part of like a donation reward, if you donate $15, you can move any Final Fantasy into the like rank you want. So if I rank it as like D and you're like, no, Final Fantasy 9 deserves S tier, God tier, don't touch it, donate $15 and we'll move it. And that'll be sort of the rule for whenever we do oh, I'm being told we can't hear you. We can't hear me on your stream.
Oh, thank you. That's right. All right, now you can hear Peace Stone. Okay. Tell us that a good pitch again.
Okay, so we're going to be opening the stream with ranking the mainline Final Fantasies. And as part of a like donation reward, if you donate $15 or more, you can move a Final Fantasy to any like rank you want. So if I take like Final Fantasy 9, for example, and rate it as like D, and you're like, no, this is an S tier Final Fantasy, it cannot be touched, is perfection incarnate, you can donate $15 and move it, and you know, that's where it'll stay until someone like donates again and maybe moves it down to B. Who knows?
Oh my gosh, it gives people an opportunity to fight.
Yeah, right. I did like figure out like a gamification of like ranking games, because like I didn't want it to just be like, this is my opinion and nobody else can contribute. It was like, no, I want other people's opinions in there, and just, you know, general, you know, positivity, and being like, no, Final Fantasy 12 is underrated, you know. So, but that's also kind of the then we have donation milestones where at like $50 we'll rank the Kingdom Hearts games. And then I think at 150 we're doing Pokemon. I'm trying to pull it up. At $250 raised, my goal is 500. At $250 raised, I'll pledge to do Final Fantasy 12 like platinum trophy streams to get the Final Fantasy 12 platinum trophy. So something for like a little bit later, you know. Then at 350 we're ranking the Metal Gear games. Then at 450 we're ranking GameCube games, and then at 500 I'll pledge to do Kingdom Hearts 1 platinum trophy streams as well. So if that sounds like something you want to be a part of, you want to see, you want to do, you want to fight about, or you know, respectfully fight about, come on over, come on through with the raid train.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This is going to be so much fun. Thank you for sharing with us. Do we get to learn about Final Fantasy along the way?
I mean, I have like fun facts that I feel like are fairly general, but yeah, well, I mean, we'll talk about, you know, Final Fantasy. I mean, we'll.
Oh my gosh, how exciting!
You know,
those hot takes.
Hot takes.
Awesome. We'll see you soon then.
All right.
We'll be over in just a couple minutes.
Perfect. We'll be waiting for you.
Awesome.
Bye. Did I do good, guys? Did I give a good interview? Thank you. We are ready to receive. They'll be coming. They'll be coming on through. Let me take a sip of water after that. Apple is so nice. I was hanging out in their stream earlier. Very chill, very cool person. The chillest vibes, yeah. Their art is great. I'm very excited to see what they do with their visual novel game. It looks really cool. And turn up the music just a tish. But yeah, so yeah, besides that, we're playing Final Fantasy 9 in between ranking stuff. But yeah, if you guys see anything like I miss, like somebody donates and they're like, move this Final Fantasy, and I like don't do it, just like, you know, let me know. Keep me up to date, as they say. Oh my gosh, that zombie apple, that's amazing. That's so good. Oh boy, I'm like past, I don't know, for like the past 2 hours I've been very nervous, and now I'm just like, I'm here. The adrenaline's kicking in. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna have such a good time. We're all gonna have a good time. They are okay. Maybe I'll throw you know, some $5 that way. Get some of these emotes. I feel like now we're in this like awkward like waiting period where we're like, we could have a conversation, but also we're waiting for everybody to get over here. Oh no, I've been told to rank my favorite Genshin characters. They're all special in their own beautiful way, even the ones that don't hit hard enough. I know some of their names. There's Jean or Jean. There's Venti. There's oh goodness, who's the ice lady? What's the ice lady called? She's like, this is the day in the life of the traveler. Oh no. There's Ningguang. There's the girl with the fireworks and the bow.
You!
Oh, here they are. Here they all are. Oh my goodness. Oh, did the raid emote not go? Or,
Thank you!
Maybe we just have to wait. They're all here. Hello, everyone. Hello, Owl. Oh, there it is. Snowman's hello. Oh, 50 of you beautiful people. I'm so glad to see all of you. How was Apple's stream? We have anonymous follows, so just feel free to follow and vibe, hang out. Oh my goodness. We tend to break the bots, right? We're gonna get a lot of thank yous. Oh, okay. Welcome in, everybody. How are y'all doing? Thank you. Your lurking cry? All right. Thank you. Thank you for the lurk. Your PNG model looks so good. Thank you. Ivana, my artist and mod and partner, made it. Thanks.
Thank you!
What is this? Crept out of the raid train all around you. It's not quite what you foretold. You'll never see it coming. Lending my positive vibes, hyper energies. That P-Stone may feel inspired to take on the world of Final Fantasy IX in this beautiful raid train. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Yeah, there's the donation link. Hold on. Let's swap over here. They're the milestones. Yes, thank you, Maple. And the rewards. Thank you. My partner worked on it so hard. We were going back and forth. I was really hoping to be like ready for today. So I'm gonna get these all sorted. I think you can. There we go. There's my mouse. I think we're gonna get these all. I'm gonna get these all sorted by number. But feel free while I do that to tell me your like Final Fantasy story. Like, what was the first Final Fantasy you played? How'd you like encounter the series? All of that, and then we'll get to like ranking these, because this is an amazing series that has been with me for a very long time, and I've played all of these games at least once, and I love seeing people play them for the first time. There's a lot of people playing Final Fantasy 8 and 9 for the first time, like in the community. Buckle up, nerds. Exactly. Here we go. 9, where's 10? We'll do 10.
Thank you.
10 2. Oh my goodness, all these follows, all the love. Thank you so much. Yes, regale us with the tale, please. I'd love to hear. The first FF you played was 10. I've never finished it because I rented it from the video rental store. No! So we've only played 14 and 7. I mean, those are two excellent choices for first Final Fantasies. Oh, forgot For the After Years, which many people forget. 11, 12. Oh, 12 Revenant Wings, which that is not one people talk about a lot. Love the PNG. Thank you, Rin. You haven't played a Final Fantasy. Oh, Quinvincible. Thank you for reading. Oh my goodness. Hello, everyone. We're getting the Final Fantasy ranking set up. I'm putting everything in order. 14 and 15. Thank you for the follow. We have anonymous follows, so you can just like follow and vibe and hang out. Feel free to introduce yourself. Introduce yourself. Oh, thanks. Oh man, I haven't seen the host alert go off in a while. But yeah, welcome in everybody. All right, so just to start, I'm not a huge fan of like S A B C D E.
Thank you.
I'm more of a like let's have some like funny rankings. So our top one is God tier, must play. Second is the journey / the destination was worth it. The third is the journey and the destination. The journey or the destination weren't worth it. And barf. So you're Daft. Hello, Daft. Aggressively okay. How you doing? Alrighty. So I think this is all ready to go.
Thank you.
So I'm gonna start with Final Fantasy 1, the one that started it all, and I'm gonna say it's the journey of this game that's worth it. The destination is a little freaky. We'll try to be like as spoiler free as possible. Just know that maybe when we're talking about Final Fantasy you haven't played, there might be a spoiler in the chat. Also, before we get going on more of this, you can donate $15 and I will move any Final Fantasy that's in a like tier to a different tier of your choice. Thank you for the alert, Kay. Oh, you have to work? Ew. I mean, good luck with work. I hope it goes by quickly. Yeah. So I get the feeling it's gonna be just me kind of like dictating what like 1, 2, 3, and maybe 4 are, and then once we get into like 5, 6, 7, 8, that's when it's gonna get hectic. So let's all try to be positive, try to be cool, and we will get through this together. So yeah, I like Final Fantasy when I play on the GBA. This really like kind of depends on which version you're playing, because like different versions have different magic systems. So like the GBA version has MP, but then the PC like Pixel Remaster does spell slots similar to like D&D, which is actually closer to like what like Square was going for back in the day. Which was just kind of like a D&D-esque clone. Also, oh man, I didn't like. I guess I introduced myself in the other stream, but hi, my name is P Stone. I guess the other lurkers, or not lurkers, raiders who did not hear that. So hi, I'm P Stone. I am mostly an RPG slash action game streamer. I try to stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday in like the afternoon in Pacific time. I have a dog named Almond. He's my emotes. And yeah, this is my first day doing like a PNG tuber thing. They're the Almond emotes. And yeah, if this sounds like your type of vibe, then I hope you hang out. All right, so yeah, Final Fantasy 1, it kind of depends on what version you play, but overall, you're gonna have a decent time. I would say like the exploration and stuff and like finding out all the like the little secrets and whatnot is really fun. But when you get to the end, it's kind of like, oh, okay, well, that's cool. But, you know, it's definitely a journey game. Oh. Thank you, Anonymous. I'm glad that went through. I was very scared about just making sure this all like worked in conjunction with each other. Oh, those snowmans. Oh, thanks snowmans for the $5. Let me put the milestones in the chat again, just so everyone can read and know what we're doing. Maybe it's not me. You'll never know. The alert scared you. Oh, I'm so sorry. So cool. Final Fantasy 2, that's like instant barf. It's more of like a saga game than anything else. The story's pretty good. Like it's very Star Wars-esque. Like it Final Fantasy 12 does Star Wars better than Final Fantasy 2 does. But it's overall it's just a bit of a mishmash of ideas that I think they were going for, and it doesn't quite work, at least in its original version for me. In later versions and like the pixel remaster and stuff, it probably works better. I haven't played the pixel remaster of 2. Beardless Whelp asks, 2 wasn't released in the US till the GBA remastered. No, it was on the PS1 in I think like Final Fantasy like Legends or Archives or something like that. It did come first to the PS1 for us in the West, or in the US at least. Megan, hi. How are you? I know you were resting earlier. Yeah, a lot of people forget that we got a lot of these like Final Fantasies. A lot of the early ones we didn't get on PS1. I'm gonna change this middle one actually. I'm gonna say the journey and the destination. I'm gonna swap back. Like the whole thing was not good, but you can still, it's still very playable. So I'm gonna move Final Fantasy 3 into the journey and the destination weren't worth it. Final Fantasy 3 is an interesting game. It's the first one with like the true job system. But it also has like random difficulty spikes and makes you like change all your jobs at one point to like the same oh goodness. It makes you change them to like the same job for like a few boss fights, and then the end is just like insane. You do this like ending dungeon where you can't save and you have to fight 5 or 6 bosses like back to back to back to back to back. What did Megan say? I just woke up, so I'm gonna be lurking. Very cool and doing great. Thank you, Megan. Oh goodness. Okay. Matt said that 8 has to go in God tier. All right, we'll move 8 to God tier, but we'll get to it in a bit. Yeah, I prefer FF1 over FF2 for sure. FF2 is just one I look back and I'm just like, no, I can't play that. Okay. Also, thank you, Maple, for the $5 and Matt for the 15. Matt moved FF8 to God tier. So 4, I'm also gonna say that's God tier. That's a must play. If you have not played Final Fantasy 4, this is when everything from Final Fantasy 1, 2, and 3 just starts to like wrap together. It starts just getting good. It's what I like to call like a fixed job system, where everyone kind of has their own job. Only one person changes jobs at one point. But everyone is like, you know, Kain remains a dragoon. Rosa remains a white mage. And so it focuses a lot more on the story, which I think is something that they like desperately needed after the like experimentation of 1 through 3. 5 does get kind of like pooped on a lot. Yeah. Everyone should play 4. The Pixel Remaster's out. I've watched some streams of it. It's great. However, we do have For the After Years, which gets thrown right into the barf. Because that game was a mobile game that was then released on the Wii, which has now come out on like the PSP, and it's just like it's a episodic game, and it takes place like 10 or 15 years after Final Fantasy IV. But like the bite-sized chunks of the episodes were good. And it's like probably one of the more like story-focused mobile games of the time. Like this is like pre-iPhone. Or the iPhone may have just come out, but like the App Store may have not been like super available yet. Also like 4, yeah, is a fairly like quick Final Fantasy. But hold on, back to the After Years. So the After Years were released all in like episodic chunks, focusing on like different characters from the main cast, or the main surviving cast of FF4, and like their children and whatnot. Which was great, and it was all like leading up to this like grand like ending, and then you get to the last episode and it's just like back-to-back dungeons and boss fights, and it just kind of like ruined the whole thing for me. Thank you for following. And I never finished this game. I think if they just like had a stronger like they just wrecked the whole like landing episode. The one episode that was probably the most important, the wrap up, was just not there. Final Fantasy V. I'm gonna say it's the destination and the journey were worth it. I think there's just something quite missing in Final Fantasy V. I don't know what it is, because I love Final Fantasy V. But there's just, I feel like a hint of something missing. And it's like almost on the cusp. Yeah, I think it is also one of those things where it's like there's so many jobs in that game, it's hard to like really focus. Also, the game can be broken very easily. I feel like it does do the open job system the best out of all the games that have like the open job system. But you know what? We've gotten a comment. It needs a dating simulator. Maybe if it just had like the dating simulator aspect, it would be a god tier Final Fantasy. I mean, 7 has a pseudo dating simulator, Blue Mage Supremacy. Blue Mage, I think, has done the best in this game for sure. It's one of, if you want to experience like what people talk about, like the job system in Final Fantasy, 5 is like the best one to do, because you 5 and 3 especially are the two best like explore like really what the widest like breadth of job system or job classes there are. It had unrealistic piano skill progression totally broken to me. That's true. Final Fantasy V is the only one where you can level up your piano playing skills. The jobs don't detract from the characters. This is true. The characters all have their own progression and do still feel very unique by the end. Which is something it does better over the next game in our list, which is FF6. I feel like by the end of FF6, everyone kind of becomes very bland, but I'm still gonna say everything like comes together pretty well in FF6, where it is god tier, must play. This has like a weird, not weird, but like it's definitely like the open job system, but there are no like job classifications. 5 feels classic to me, totally mundane to mystical world. Thank you for sometimes Sky. Sometimes I have a bad time reading names, so please correct me. But I'll call you sometimes for now, and then sometimes Kyle. Oh, that's what it is. See, my brain was like sometimes Kyle, and it's like sometimes Kyle. Thank you, sometimes Kyle. Yeah, 5 feels classic to you, totally mundane to you, mystical world, ending story, the jobs, the battles. I think 5 is the like it's just I don't know. It's so underrated and just like, oh, you can call me Kale. Okay, I'll call you Kale. Perfect. Thank you for saying you like my style so far. I'm very happy with where my like vibe is at. Oh man, old man Mr. Matt is saying he loves you. The professional guys. Hold on. Final Fantasy be damned, guys. There's a love story happening right now in chat. The 6 graphics push the institutes. Yeah, that the please have bad takes so I can donate. Thank you. I'm trying. I'm trying to have a bad take. I feel like the I've seen a lot of people be like FF6 is not worth it. I'm just like, excuse me? I'm about to move 6 down. No, just for the chaos. This one I think is gonna get people heated. This one's gonna get people, I think a little heated. I'm not gonna put FF7 in must play God tier. I feel that original FF7 has not aged that well. 6 is great epic fantasy. That's probably why I love it so much. Because I'm a big epic fantasy guy. I think 7 is still really good. It's a good game, and it's a great like starter for people. Like 7 and 10 I think are some of the best like starting Final Fantasies, but I just think that 7 has not aged that well, especially in like the past like 5 or 10 years. There's a lot of like problematic stuff going on in that game. But my headphones just turned off. Which shouldn't be a problem, but I should turn the music back on. I'm so sorry. We're just like chilling here with my voice. Anyways, tell me if that's too soft, too loud. But I do think that it's just recently it's just not quite there. Maybe like 15 years ago I would have been like God tier, gotta play it. Thank you. Thank you, Matthew.
Thank you.
Thank you for the follow. So yeah, 7 I think it's just like there's just something missing. I think the journey gets a little muddled in the middle, but the destination's worth it. Polly, hello. Guys, go check out Polly. She's a great artist, just a good person overall. I was talking with them yesterday in their stream about what I was gonna do for this. They're playing art, and we all love to play art. I play at art all the time. It's maybe not the best art, but I play at it. Hi, lol Persephone. Hello, yes, we got so many good friends in here. FF3 on the DS was your first Final Fantasy? Yeah, guys, tell me your like FF stories. I want to know, because I love talking about like where people get involved with like the franchise. FF3, I was so hyped in middle school for FF3. I was like talking to everybody about it. I couldn't shut the fuck up about it. I was so hyped for that game. I had a Nintendo Power that was like the cover story was about FF3 on the DS and how it was like coming out it was the first time this Final Fantasy was coming to the West. I was amped. I was there for it, and I think for a while I denied myself on like how kind of mid-tier that game is, but it's still great. Like, this is the one thing I gotta say, and then I'll tell you guys my Final Fantasy story. But I think, what was I gonna say? Shoot, I lost it. Oh, the ADHD strikes again. Oh no, everybody's opinion is valid on what a good Final Fantasy is. Just because I'm saying like 8 is a must play or whatever, it really is kind of up to you. If you play FF2 and you love FF2, more power to you. The FF2 fans need support. Okay, so my Final Fantasy story, I'm trying to remember. I know a best friend of mine in elementary school got a PS2 with FF10. So I'm pretty sure that was like the first exposure to FF I had, along with like renting possibly Crystal Chronicles for the GameCube. But then the first Final Fantasy I owned was on the GBA. It was 1 and 2 Dawn of Souls. And then I kind of just like progressed from there. I mean, 3 wouldn't be out for another couple of years on the DS. You're suggesting they might need life support, guys. We gotta listen. I don't know. I don't know. These FF2 fans, they just need a little love. They need a little love and support. You know the meme of like the grandma being like, back in my day, we had to reload the film in the camera. And then the like granddaughter caretaker person is like, sure, grandma, let's get you back inside. Like, that's how I feel FF2 fans are. They're like, it was great. It was more RPG than any of them. Okay, grandpa, let's get you, here's your DS, like play some FF2. But yeah, so I played FF1 and 2 on the GBA. And then I played 4, 5, and 6. I played 4 and 5. Then 3 came out, and I think 6 came out. Back on this raid train, choo-choo. The Ultima of Final Fantasy. Remember to support your local FF2 fans. Exactly. Okay. So since Matt donated to put FF8 in God tier must play, my hot take is that it would be down here, and the Journey to the Destination weren't worth it. I feel like that game has such a strong opening. Disc 1 is like almost perfect. I think junctioning, people have gotten used to junctioning over the years, and there's some really good guides about how to use it properly. Back in the day, it was very confusing. But overall, I think after Disc 1, the game kind of like staggers to find itself again. And then once you get closer into the end, where the story starts to like wrap up and has like the big reveals and stuff like that, then it's kind of like, okay, this it finds its footing again, and then the game ends is basically what I'm getting at. But because Matt donated to keep it in God tier must play, we'll keep it there. You monster. I mean, you would have donated to move it up anyways. Okay, listen. I'm keeping it there. I'm not moving it where it belongs. I used to think FF8 was barf, though. I used to be like, this game is so bad. Squall is just a knockoff Cloud. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And then now it's a little overrated. Interesting. I would say it's on the cusp. Matthew. I was having a moment. Why is the thing not going off? It might take a second. If it doesn't, oh, there we go. Guys, we've had fun here. We've had a good time. But I'm not happy with this. No, we'll move it down. Oh, goodness. Somebody donate to move it back up. Wait, where are we moving it down to? Just by 1? Or like, where are we putting it, Matthew? Too many cooks, he says. Too many cooks. The journey wasn't worth it. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Also, I'm going to post all these to my Twitter. Okay, this is the other thing. Quick rule announcement, whatever. Once we get all these in place, I'm gonna set a 5-minute timer, and people have 5 minutes to like donate to move stuff around. After that 5 minutes is up, we'll call it on the tier maker list for Final Fantasy. All right, Final Fantasy 9. I'm gonna put it. Final Fantasy 9 is tough. I bounce back and forth on this game a lot. The journey was the friends we made along the way. Terra did not go through all this for slander. Exactly. I'm gonna put 9 in God tier must play. I think this. Oh, the True Salt King rating with 31 peeps, 31 homies. Hello. The Sodium Court has arrived. Oh boy. You have caught us in the middle of our first dramatic upset. mod extraordinaire Margu has sent Final Fantasy VI from God tier to the journey and destination weren't worth it. Salt Court, the Sodium Court, I'm gonna need you guys to fix this. It was a dramatic upset, Salt King. Hello everyone. Also, hi, I'm P-Stone. I waved at my monitor. I'm used to having a camera. This is my first day with a PNG tube avatar. Anyways, hello Raiders. I'm P-Stone. I play JRPGs and action games. Right now, normally if we weren't raising money for this amazing cause for Planned Parenthood, hell yeah. All right, hold on. I'd be streaming Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays in like the afternoon PST. And yeah, we're playing Elden Ring normally right now. But I'm very close to finishing that game. But hold on. AOK Gaming moving 6 back. Oh. I clicked the wrong thing. Moving 6 back to where it belongs. Thank you. All right. I waved at my mom. The monitor will remember that. Welcome, Salty Raiders. Yes. Well said. Thank you for the follows. We have anonymous follows, so feel free to follow and just like vibe and hang out. Oh, we've made it to the first goal. We raised $50, so now after this we'll be ranking Kingdom Hearts games. Another hot topic. Was that Matsu? I don't know. I just found this. I found these online and I made fun GIFs. I've been lurking mostly because I've got a lot going on here, but I realized that what the stream is, and oh my god, someone appreciates FF8 like I do. Matt appreciates FF8 like you do. FF8 fans rise up. I do like Renoa and Squall's
Thank you.
relationship. Sar, like, it was good. Also, Sar, she was streaming earlier. She was streaming this cool game I'd never seen before. I don't remember the name, but it was cool. She was like fighting sharks or something. Go check it out. Stranded Deep. KH is gonna get violent. It's gonna get bad. You never got into KH. It makes my friend so sad. Listen, get into it at your own pace. It's a very big and expansive, epic time. Oh, sorry. We're in this together. Oh yeah, that's right. Matt has not played Kingdom Hearts either, I think. Zella's a prince. I'll always take care of his hot dog kingdom. Okay. FF10. I'm gonna say it's a great journey. It's great. It's a good, like I said earlier, amazing starter Final Fantasy. Beautiful game. Beautiful game. Get it if you haven't played a Final Fantasy before or you like Kingdom Hearts. This 10 is an excellent gateway for Kingdom Hearts fans to get into Final Fantasy. But I think that it just kind of loses itself at a certain point. The linearity of it is not my favorite. I do wish it was kind of a bit more open. I know there are parts that like open up, but I just, it didn't do it for me the way it does it for other people, and that's just it. Donate if you disagree. But that's me. Okay, I'm living my truth right now. And Final Fantasy X, not as good as everybody says it is, but still an amazing game. Hello, I'm lurking. Thanks for supporting such a great cause. No, you. Thanks for being here. Rockster Dude 87. FF9 needs to be moved down to Dream Destination. Not worth it. Oh, hold on. I'll pull. Oh, I don't have my Tiltify stuff up. Actually, I do. Haha. FF9 needs to be moved down to Journey and Destination. Weren't worth it. That final boss battle was so jarring, and from so far out of nowhere, it's almost completely ruins the experience. And don't get me started on that useless strategy guide. Okay, listen. We'll move it down. Okay. The strategy guide was made with Play Online in mind, and Play Online was like Square Enix's like website, and you would go to it and like get like videos and stuff on how to do things. This is the thing I completely forgot until you brought up the strategy guide. you would go to the website and you like see videos on how like fight bosses and stuff like that. And then for some reason, like less than 2 years after Final Fantasy IX came out, Square Enix said, take Play Online and convert it into the Final Fantasy 11 like main website. Like the lodestone for Final Fantasy 14, that's what Play Online was to Final Fantasy 11, right? It's wild. Oh wait, well, I'm just blind. Preach. I'm witnessing your truth and it's a thing. The strategy guy was terrible for that game. Go to GameFAQs. 10-2. Listen, the after years at the bottom tier. I feel at home here. Well, listen, you're among friends here. You're among friends. Also, yeah, that's my Discord. Thank you for the follow. I tried to turn off some of the automatic stuff, but if it pops through, and I'm not trying to like force you guys into anything. If you guys don't want to join Discord, if you guys don't want to follow me on socials, I'm not gonna take that personally. Would anyone rank after years above that? I don't think so. Snazzy says FF9 needs to be moved down to Journey and Destination Wentworth. Yeah, I moved it there. I moved it there, Matt. It's okay. What song is this? Oh, this is from Xenogears Blade. Okay. So Final Fantasy X-2. I think this game bleeds style. It bleeds like sassiness. It has such. I think the way they took Yuna in this game was amazing. Best choice I feel like they could have made. Having the complete 180 of opening with a pop song sensation, beautiful, amazing. The battle system in that game is kind of whatever. Hey, would you mind guiding that to where you had it? Sure. It's beautiful. 10-2 is great. I just think this is my too many cooks moment. The 1,000 word concerts. The 1,000 word concerts. So like the cinematics of this game, guys, please, I would still say play 10-2. 10-2 has just that like girl. I know this isn't like, I don't know. It has like this just like vibe. This like, I hate saying the words like girl power, but it just feels like it's from that time of like, it definitely was incubated and made during like the Spice Girls era where they like ran the world, right? Like it just has that such a good vibe. If you play it, 10-2 is a great game. If you play it understanding it's not 10 exactly, the era of fun girl power. Yeah. The reintroducing of jobs is chef's kiss, exactly. But I just feel like it has too many cooks in the kitchen. Having multiple endings is a good idea, but having it locked to progression in that way, because if you don't know, the ending of Final Fantasy X-2 is tied to the percentage you complete of the game. So if you get 100% completion, you get the best ending, and then kind of delineates down from there. And I didn't like that. Here's a Final Fantasy story for me. Spice Girls, yeah. I went into Final Fantasy X-2 with a guide that was like 100%. You're gonna get the best ending in one run. Follow this. And I did. And then I get to the last part. I'm like, I'm at 99%. Like, what the heck? The last line of this guide before it started detailing what the percentages and endings were said, remember to sleep in the inn on the ship every day. And I was already at the end, and I only had one save file because I trusted this guide. And so it has tainted 10-2 forever. And maybe one day I'll get back to 10-2. I mean, I finished it and I watched like the 100% ending on YouTube, but I was burned. I was hurt. I was hurt by just the way that guide treated me and the way they thought that tying your ending to your completion percentage was a good idea. Also, some of those side quests were bad. Giving all the people the balloons and the Moogle costume during the concert, that was trash. I'm sorry. 10-2, again, beautiful game. The people who worked on it worked really hard. They were trying new stuff, but it just, yikes, sometimes. Just sometimes. I didn't get pulled over with the raid. That's abuse. That is abuse. Good to see you, Ohana. Always a lovely time to have you. I had to type your whole name, my whole government name. So much work. Oh my goodness. I could have just privately linked you. You could have sent me a DM. We would have stopped the stream for that. Let me know if the music's too quiet, by the way. Did I miss somebody who needed something moved? Let's double check. A-OK wanted it back. Snazzy moved it. And then A-OK moved 6. Okay, cool. We're fine. We're fine right now. You always make note of things you have to do throughout 100% playthrough at the start of the guide, not the end. Exactly. Like maybe they did and I just didn't it didn't click, but I just remember at the end it saying that and I was hurt. I was hurt by that. Okay, Final Fantasy 11, the first MMO, the last game in the decade or the year of Final Fantasy or whatever. If you didn't know, there was a huge announcement after FF8 came out, which announced FF 9, 10, and 11 were all in development, and they're all going to come out like a year after each other. Listen, I don't want to put FF11 in barf, but I'm gonna put it in barf. And I know it's probably aged a lot better, and there's been a lot of I know there's a lot of quality of life stuff for that game. I just had a bad time playing this game. And I think it's just too hard for too hard's sake, and kind of like a lot of the things that I think hello Trevor or Adeki, sorry, oh fuck, my bad. Where the white women at? 10-2, that's where the white women are at. I remember hearing that FF11 was an MMORPG and being ticked that they were riding the EverQuest train. Yeah, it is very much like EverQuest. EverQuest is a big inspiration for 11. And it just didn't jive with me. This is my first MMO too, and so I just wasn't feeling it. I was not feeling. I got a character to 75. I came into Final Fantasy 11 about a year or two before Wings of the Goddess, which was like their fourth expansion, I think. And I don't know, just the way it was all, like the story was organized and stuff, you could start some expansions before you finished others. Like FF14, for the people who play it and for the people who don't, is very kind of like linear story experience. It moves you from one expansion or the base game to an expansion onto the next in a very linear fashion, and 11 didn't do that. It was just, I don't know, not for me. I can't go back to it. I think about maybe going back to it for a joke stream maybe one day, and I'm just I don't know, I feel the barf. All right guys, I feel like this is going to cause a problem, but FF12 I think is god tier. Also, someone said not Final Fantasy 10 being 10th or something like that. These are these are no particular order for the category they're in. I'm not trying to say 12 is worse than 9, but these are not in any order outside of just the category they're in. I think 12 does what 2 tried to do 1,000 times better. It tells that classic Final Fantasy Star Wars story. It lets you kind of level up your characters however you want, especially the Zodiac Age. The Zodiac Age, which is what I'm kind of basing this decision off of, I think irons out so many of the problems 12 had, that it would move it from the journey / destination was worth it to god tier. The Zodiac Age is a massive improvement on this game, and I would say you got to play it. It's I don't know. I will say the one thing that is a tarnish on its good name are Van and Pinello. I think moving the protagonist from Balthier and Fran, who were originally going to be the protagonists, to Van and Pinello, the pseudo Luke and Leia of that story, was a bad move. And I'll stand by that. But I think if you can get past that and just realize that Van and Pinello are your vehicles for learning about the world, and you can swap them out of the party at all times, so you can just pretend they're not there until they're in a cutscene. I can ability to choose the jobs, but not so much the way to level them. Yeah, The level up system, the job board or whatever, the license board, is pretty okay. Yes, you put 12 in God tier. Finally, someone gets it. Kale, I understand. Thank you for the follow. Can't wait to play 11. 11 and 13 are the only FFs I've never played before. Maybe you don't need to play them. I think you're good. 13 probably. 13's probably aged better. 12 too high. Someone in chat has to agree, right? I could see 12 getting knocked down pretty easy. That Garfield emote's amazing. Okay, 12 Revenant Wings. Who is I need to take like a poll or something. Not really, but like, who's played this game? Who's played 12 Revenant Wings? I feel like I was the only person. This is a sequel to 12. This was the last Ivalice game we got, because this came out after Tactics Advance 2. This is the last Ivalice game we would ever get. I finished it because I was had the biggest love for Final Fantasy. This game's a barf. This is a bad strategy RPG. It's like a real-time strategy RPG on the DS. It's not good. It doesn't really like move the characters forward at all. Like, and it just kind of ends on a fizzle, I feel. It's not that good. Don't get it. Don't pay the how much? Hold on. I gotta see. How much is this game worth nowadays? FF12 Revenant Wings. Move 7 to God tier. Okay. Woo! Wait, was that only a $5 donation? Wait, did I miss? Hold on. I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page still. Oh no, Fletcher moves to 20 bucks. Okay, cool. We're all good. We're all good. We're all good. How much does Revenant Wings run these days? Let's check ye old eBay. Okay, it's, you know what? It runs used anywhere from like $5 to $10. That's a good price for that game. You're paying for what you're getting. Don't pay more than $10 for this game. I had the strategy guide for this game. I'm so angry. How's everyone feel about that 7 movement? Yeah, Fletcher came in swinging with moving FF7 up to God tier. How's everybody doing? How are we feeling? We're well more than halfway through.
Thank you.
Thank you for the follow. It's 20 bucks to touch 7 now. Oh, Ohana's coming in. Let's see what Ohana has to say. We'll wait for it. We'll wait for it before I do anything. How much do I pay to make you rank Carly Rich? I'm not ranked. He's at the top where he belongs. Oh, goodness. Listen, I said what I said about Final Fantasy X, and that's where I am. Oh my goodness. So 13. 13 has become. Oh, hold on. I might need to turn the music down. Let me replay that for you, Matt. All right. So 13, I've grown to enjoy more as I've grown up. It was the first Final Fantasy. No, it was the second Final Fantasy like release. Like by the time I got into Final Fantasy, all of them through 11 had come out. 12 was like my first one that I was like aware that a new Final Fantasy was releasing. Okay, good. It came through pretty clear. Music gone. Oh no. Oh, this Scott Pilgrim track I have has like a minute of silence afterwards. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you everyone. But 13, I used to say barf, and then I've kind of watched people stream it over the past few years, and I would say that it has a solid battle system. It has a solid progression system. Counter argument, lightning hot. Oh goodness. I don't agree with when people say like, oh, Lightning's just a female version of Cloud. I think Lightning has a really great story to her, that they do really well in that game. I think they do kind of ruin her character in later 13 games, but overall, 13's an interesting game. It's a you're gonna like it or hate it. You're not wrong. Lightning is a very attractive individual. Beatrix is our female Cloud. That's close. Yes, I would agree with that. Beatrix is a female Cloud. So 13 has some good stuff, has some bad stuff. I would say the story really grates me. I don't like how long we spend with like Hope and Snow and all these characters just not written well. Counter argument, vanilla phone please. Feeling fan of the first gay couple in Final Fantasy, and I will stand by that. They're canonically the first gay couple, 100%. You cannot stop them. But we're gonna leave 13 at the journey and the destination weren't worth it, because that game ends poorly. All of it is just there's a gem in there, but there's a lot of gross around the gem. Counter argument. Cloud is just a male citation needed Lightning. I'm gonna say that 13-2, not God tier. Thought, is Cloud our first queer Final Fantasy queer icon because he be slaying? I would say that yes, Cloud does do a lot of stuff in that game, especially early on. That is, you dress him up, all that stuff. I would say yeah, he's definitely the first queer icon. No. Sorry, Ferris from Final Fantasy V is the first queer icon, and that's all I'll say. I looked at the Final Fantasy V logo and it looked back at me and saying, no, you gotta tell him. You have to tell him. But yeah, 13-2. Yeah, that's what we're on right now. 13-2. Excellent game. Amazing game. I think it takes what 13 did and realizes the mistakes, pivots so well. You have a mostly fixed party. First character is a sword user, second character is a gun user, and the third character is a monk type. It does feel like Final Fantasy VII clone. Do I have the order of characters joining in wrong? For which game, Matt? For 13? But 13-2 just does everything better. You do have like a third party member that's like a pet or like monsters or whatever. But listen, it just does 13 better. Move 13 up. Worth it for the gay. Excuse me. Where are we moving it up to though? Oh, to worth it. Okay, there we go. Worth it. Sure. I definitely don't agree with that, but hey, we're all correcting ourselves. I haven't played 5 in like 10 years. Yeah, I haven't played 5 again in a while. Kefka's the next queer FF icon. I mean, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one, Chief. I think we're all going to agree with this one. God tier. Best game in the franchise. Quite honest. Well, no, it's barf. This is barf. This is some barf stuff. So that's villain queer coding, which is problematic. Yeah. I would say, yeah. Villain queer coding is very problematic. It has happened in a lot of the Final Fantasies, I feel. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. But yeah, it's not great for Final Fantasy VI. Yeah. Barfing on Lightning Returns. I get you. But yeah, Lightning Returns has this like Majora's Mask-esque system of just the progression. Yeah, Persona 4. I love Persona 4. It's one of my actually favorite games ever. yeah, 13 Lightning Returns is not good. It's pushing the PS3 and the 360 to its limit. It's just not a fun time. The story is off the walls bonkers. It's just too much, too quick, and it just feels like a very rushed conclusion to what was for Final Fantasy 13. Final Fantasy 13 2 had this amazing cliffhanger ending that 13 just can't follow up on. I think we're all going to agree with 14 as God tier, must play. It does have a subscription to it. It is an MMO, but the main story, if you just play this game for the main story, this is like the best Final Fantasy story, in my opinion, period. It is able, because of it being an MMO and having to like kind of continue a story for so many years, it does take time. That's the big drawback, is that Final Fantasy 14 takes a few hundred hours to get through, but each, like A Realm Reborn, Heaven's Ward, Stormblood, Shadowbringers, and Endwalker are all not their own self-contained stories, but beautiful stories that have a beginning, middle, and end. And they just, in my opinion, get better and better as you move on. Like A Realm Reborn is a bit of a slog in some parts, and they've kind of like cut it down in some areas, but it's one of the most beautifully told Final Fantasy games, and can really examine character like motivation. These characters like develop and mature, I think, way more than a lot of the other Final Fantasy games. Do not skip the cutscenes. If you skip the cutscenes or the story, you're missing out on, like, I would say like 75% of what makes this game special. And it keeps getting better. You played it for 3 weeks last year and gave up on it. Listen, I understand. A Realm Reborn is difficult to get through. They throw a lot at you, but if you're able to make it through that, it's just such a beautiful game. They are all absolutely brilliant. I think they just keep getting better and better, is what you're saying there. All right, so finally, Final Fantasy 15. I'm gonna say 15 has a beautiful story about male friendship. It kind of sidelines the romance. Yeah, 15, my favorite game. Oh no. I love the friendship that those four boys have, and everything. I think once you kind of get tunneled into the end game, it gets to be a bit much. I do think that the game itself, the Royal Edition, I think it's called, has ironed out a lot of the issues. I've heard the hype, all this hype about the patches and being loads better, and hated them until the very end. Oh, we're still talking about 14. Okay. If you can get through it, you can play 14 up through Heaven's Ward for free. No, that is true. You can play 14, A Realm Reborn, which is the base game, and Heaven's Ward, which is like this award-winning Final Fantasy, like one of the best Final Fantasy stories, period. Also, it takes you through all of that. I think it leaves you like a really good taste in your mouth for one, it being free. There are some limitations. I don't think you can trade, and I don't think you can have like retainers and stuff. But you can play through some of the best Final Fantasy storytelling that there has ever been, for free. And then I would say if you're not hooked to that, you're not going to be hooked at all. But back to 15 real quick. The Chocobros are the best party in the franchise as far as being a team. Yes, I think they have some of the best interpersonal relationships in the series. I would say I have not gone back and played Royal Edition, so this is kind of like a little bit of an asterisk on that one. But I will say that the battle system at launch wasn't great. The story kind of, I feel like it runs and then it does the it goes really quick and like it's hitting you with a lot of action stuff and then slows down and then speeds up and then slows down and then speeds up. And so I just think they didn't have the pacing quite right. The ending is good. I actually, in 15, I like the story about I like the lore of Ifrit and Shiva more in that game than I do the actual story of the game itself. All right, let's catch up on chat a little bit. Let people sort of drink this in before we move to Kingdom Hearts. Heaven's Ward is a masterpiece. Exactly, Fletcher Moose. The fishing, though. The fishing In Final Fantasy, I mean, they made a VR game about it. The fishing is pretty good. Being locked away behind Heaven's Ward. Yeah, some of the best classes I think are locked behind that expansion, and that was a bit of a choice. Hot take. I don't like fishing me. But hey, listen, guys. Matthew Margu is going to be playing fishing mini games for his stream. I forget what day it is. Matt, feel free to hype it up. But you're gonna be playing fishing mini games all day. Oh, perfect. This is the this is the 13th struggle. So I'm gonna set a 5-minute timer. We're gonna vibe for a little bit. There is fishing in Persona 5. Guys, you got 5 minutes to get your final movements in, and then we'll move on to Kingdom Hearts. The 24th, 7 a.m. CST to 11 a.m. CST is your slot. Perfect. But yeah, Matt is gonna be playing a lot of fishing mini games. But while we're here just waiting for, like, you know, anybody who wants to like slide in, make a dramatic move or whatever, thanks for like just showing up and being here in general. We are, oh man, I almost took like half of the stream. I don't know, I'm having fun. I'm having such a great time. And how we feeling, chat? Any last minute changes? You got a few minutes. A little late. Oh, HD, it's a-okay. We're just glad you're here. Even if you're just here for a hello and goodbye, it's just always good to see you. We're doing great right now. We're in the last moments of ranking the Final Fantasies. There were some dramatic upsets, but hey, you thought you were a-okay? Listen, everybody, you're the a-okayest of us all, but everybody's a little a-okay. HD, you were doing push-ups, right? Like you did a push-up for every $1. Is that what it was? Yeah, it was. It was a push-up for every $1. That was wild. The synths used in the KH soundtracks hit the uncanny valley for me. Not realistic enough to be actually realistic. Not too realistic to sound like synths. Interesting. C4 and 14 God tier. You're happy? All right. He was getting fit. It was buck wild. All right, 3 minutes to make any upset, any changes, any moves, and then we'll move on to Kingdom Hearts. Why not round it up and go for 420? Nice. HD, what's your Final Fantasy story? Oh, we got Rin's coming in with something. Five needs more love. This is looking solid. All right, we're gonna move 5 up. Rin, where'd you want 5 to go? Oh, I mean 5. Oh, shoot, grabbing the wrong thing. 5 is can only go up. There we go. It'd be a shame if someone moved 6 down right now. Stop it. For the representation, we need 5 where it is right now. Oh, we hit 150, which was something. $150's Pokemon games. I don't know if we'll get to it just because of how long Final Fantasy took, but I will do my darndest. We will go up until we need to raid. All right, everybody, you got 1 minute left. You got 1 minute left to get any final movements in, and then we're moving on. I will be posting these to Twitter, so if you want to, you know, talk about what happened, relive the magic, feel free to follow me on the socials. Seconds, people. I think this is, you know, I mean, it's a solid list. I think this is some very solid Very solid beliefs in Final Fantasy we got going on. Again, you know, thank you for being like super positive about this. I've seen some of these streams where they get very toxic, and this community's just been great so far. Matthew, no! Matthew, no! With 5 seconds left, the final upset. Is it going back to where you had it? Oh no. Oh no. Journey still ain't worth it. Oh no. Guys, everyone. It was fine. We were at peace. We had peace. And then we got thrown to the dogs. The dogs of war. The warmongers came out. Is this the end of 6? I mean, this is it. Download image. Save image as. Yeah. All right. Means we're moving on to Kingdom Hearts. Wait, no. That was the end. Oh wait, you got one. Okay, wait. Hold. Oh no, I closed it. Shoot. Beer got it in. Okay. Wait. Put that back right now. So help me. Hold on. History recently closed. Guys, gamers. We did it. Hold on, we're gonna replace that one. All right. What a hero. What a hero. Any last minute? No, there are no more upsets. It's done. The image is downloaded. Okay, so I'm gonna order the Kingdom Hearts games by release. And then we will get into this hot mess. It was 2. Then it was 358.
Thank you!
Thank you for the follow. Then it was recoded. Then 3D Dream Drop Distance. Wait, what? Where's... Oh, no. Birth... that's the real Birth by Sleep. This is 2.0. That came before 3. Union... Okay, there we go. Savage Music Man, thank you for the lurk. Sarah's violence first, violence second. Maple, please. I was furiously logging into PayPal. Beardless hero, right? Change your username, my guy. Savage, welcome in. Unpopular opinion, all Kingdom Hearts are barf. Fight me. Ooh! Maple coming in with the... Ooh. So our choices for this one are God tier, good but missed the mark, probably won't be canon in 10 years, and barf. Oh my god, Kingdom Hearts haters in this chat. I can't right now. Didn't you get suplexed by a hobbit last night? What? I wanted to be your friend, but I'm hurt. Oh my goodness, Maple coming in with the controversial statements. Somebody clip it. If Maple had her way, there'd just be one solid line. These are fighting words to get y'all riled up to protect your favorite games. All right. Kingdom Hearts 1, I'm gonna say is good, but missed the mark. I'd say it's it's the one you have to start. Like you literally can't start anywhere else. But it's very clunky. It's big clunk. But the card game, fuck that into the abyss. BRB Pizza calls your name. All right, AOK Gaming. Listen, I love Chain of Memories. I really do. No, I can't. Chain of Memories is like my Final Fantasy V. I know it's not like everybody's cup of tea, but I love it. I can't do this. I can't betray my son. Probably won't be canon in 10 years. That's the best I can do for you. because those cards, the GBA, I will say, the GBA version is a lot better than the 3D version. Chain of Memories is not good. It does have the more modern voice acting, but the GBA game just has the sprite work, just so good, so visually just tasty. We own the first two, we just can't play through them. Oh no. However, Kingdom Hearts 2, God tier. God tier, baby. This brought it all together. If you just play Kingdom Hearts 1, Chain of Memories, and 2, that's a perfect trilogy. Perfect trilogy. I want GBA version, but with the voiced cutscenes, that would be ideal. That would be the most ideal out of anything. KH2, yes, exactly, was Kingdom Hearts at its peak. Nothing gets much better than KH2. 358 is barf, guys. Now listen, I know you all love Xion. I know you all love Xion. I love Xion. I love Xion too, but that game was ass. That game was terrible. Why aren't we talking about Billy Zane as Ansem? Okay, guys, if you don't know, the original voice actor for Ansem in Kingdom Hearts 1 was Billy Zane, the villain from Titanic, which the biggest get that Disney got outside of Haley Joel Osment, but Billy freaking Zane, the guy who he I feel like presents himself as this like Shakespearean actor, can never be touched, like just like anything he does is amazing or whatever. Voices the big bad in Kingdom Hearts 1. Billy Zane, I have a child, please. They're all I have in the world. Chain of Memories is just, where's this? The Kingdom Hearts 1.2 or whatever, right? The card one. Yeah. Chain of Memories is the like in between game for 1 and 2. The story that happened between them. He was a sexy pilot. He was a sexy pilot in Twin Peaks. He was trying to, he came into Twin Peaks and wanted to get all up in everybody's. I love Twin Peaks too. Recoded is also barf, a mobile game that got a DS port that is basically just a it's Melody of Memory but worse, in a way where it's just like it's not really telling any story except for like at the very end. Oh my god, I'm muted now, but what's that red one? The red one is 358. Yeah, the logos are a bit small, so feel free. Oh, I could zoom in maybe. Hold up. There we go. That's a bit better, right? They haven't played Days multiplayer. The multiplayer was solid. I'll give you that. It was, but it was just, you had to find someone with a DS. You had to find someone who liked Kingdom Hearts, who had this game. Like, you gotta remember when these games came out, this was the console. Like, you had to chase consoles to get to the whole Kingdom Hearts story. You couldn't just have. Listen, nowadays it's easy. You get the PS4. That's all you need. But back then, back in the day, back in the gap, you needed the DS, the PSP, the 3DS. Raiders. Oh, are we the Raiders? No offense, but every cage except 1 and 2 belong in barf. Oh my god. How bad is it that I remember Billy Zane, that god-awful 1996 movie, The Phantom? The Phantom. I've not watched that. Didn't forget who's the OG Ansem. I tried to forget I ever saw Titanic. Titanic, I'll give you, Titanic is the best for me. I think it's such a good like genre shift movie. It goes from being a romance to a monster movie so flawlessly. And honestly, the monster movie part is better than the romance. Anyways, where did Birth by Sleep? Okay, wait. Birth by Sleep came out before 3D Dream Drop Distance. Birth by Sleep is god tier. You can't. It's not as good as Kingdom Hearts 2, but it is still god tier. Aqua is hated by the fan base just because she's a strong, independent woman following the orders that she's been given. Everyone shits on her because they're like, oh, Terra, he's doing stuff. He's advancing the plot. No, Aqua's the one who sacrifices herself for Terra. Sorry, spoilers. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Does stuff for those boys that she did not need to do. Aqua is top tier. She's the best character, and she is criminally hated by this fan base, and I will not stand for it anymore. This is also going to be a little bit controversial, I think, but 3D Dream Drop Distance, good but missed the mark. I think if it was just like Sora and Riku going around doing their thing in like the dream world ever, you know, listen, I'm trying my best here. I assumed everyone loved Aqua with the amount of Rule 34 everywhere. Oh my goodness, yeah. Ooh. Mark Hamill and Spock did do the voices in Birth by Sleep. Yeah, they were the Mark Hamill was Ericus, which is Square spelled backwards. And yeah, then Spock, Leonard Nimoy, R.I.P. Was Xehanort. Master Xehanort, I should say. If you only play through Ventus's story, listen, play through all the stories, get the final story. It's a good game. Birth by Sleep is god tier in my opinion. This is gonna also be, I don't know if this is gonna be controversial, but I was gonna put Union Cross in Barf. I'm gonna put it and probably won't be canon in 10 years. The story, when you get the story of Union Cross just like laid out for you, it's pretty good. But you have to play like 300 plus missions of non-plot content to get to the good stuff in Union Cross. There's a YouTuber called Damo, D-A-M-O, who summarizes Union Cross. Just watch his videos. So I'm giving Union Cross a bump up from Barf because it has a really good story that actually is going to be very important for the Kingdom Hearts games going forward. Yes, Christopher Lloyd did take over after Leonard Nimoy passed away. Bouncing off the ship parts of Titanic. Yeah, them like hitting. Oh, it's it's funny because it's just so tense. Oh, Final Fantasy 12. I'm gonna put 0.2 a fragmentary passage at good but missed the mark. I can't remember how to spell Xehanort. Mr. Snort. Yes, Christopher Lloyd took over for Mr. Snort. Actually, Christopher Lloyd took over. He didn't take over Leonard Nimoy. Christopher Lloyd took over for a stopgap voice actor they got to like try and imitate Leonard Nimoy for Kingdom Hearts 3, and it sounded bad. It was very bad. And so, yeah, in the DLC for Kingdom Hearts 3, Xehanort is voiced by Christopher Lloyd, which is 1,000 times better. He's such a good voice, such a good, like, I wish they would have gotten him for the main game. They made Mickey shirtless canon, and there's a whole thing about it. Mickey shirtless being canon is the best part of Fragmentary Passage. But yeah, good but misses the mark. I think it looks kind of like this is like their first like big. You gotta realize, Fragmentary Passage was the first like HD game that they made for not being on a portable console or a previously non-HD console. So there was a lot riding on Fragmentary Passage on just sort of the it was like almost like a proof of concept for what Kingdom Hearts 3 could be. Which then Kingdom Hearts 3 is probably not going to be canon in 10 years. I mean, I don't believe this. Obviously, not. These things are all going to stay canon. It's more just like how poorly they are. I just like to have funny titles. But listen, a lot of people, the people who love Kingdom Hearts 3 get a lot of hate. They do. And they don't deserve it. Because that game, it's cute. But this was the game where I just feel like you felt Disney reaching a little too far. You felt Disney just coming in saying, hey, put in the whole Let It Go sequence. Put it all in. We need it there for marketing purposes, for a $1 billion franchise. And I just didn't like that. I also felt that the Disney worlds especially, did not move the plot along that much. And so for me, it just lands in this like lower mid tier. It's a good game. It's solid. Sora did just kind of feel off. I'll agree to that, Polly. Sora just felt off. That game, there's something off about it. The DLC is good, but there's something off about it. And then finally, I'm putting Melody of Memory in Barf for the same reason Recoded's there. Melody of Memory is a solid rhythm game. Solid rhythm game. Nobody can come for it on that. The fact that it is 10 minutes of plot at the very end that you had to pay $60 for, I'm not here for. Please. I'm gonna move this logo over a little bit. Didn't realize it was not quite centered, or not quite all the way in. Anyways, all right. We made it through with surprisingly a lot less moves than we did for Final Fantasy. So I'm gonna set the timer. Ooh. World Ends With You, music. That's another game. If you guys have not played World Ends With You, mwah, such a good game. Yeah, I feel like this is generally the vibe. This is like a pretty good analysis of where people are in the Kingdom Hearts fandom. This was a lot less bloody than I thought it was going to be. Besides Maple coming in and stabbing us in the back. But she didn't donate to move anything. She just came in with harsh words. Which words can hurt too. Maple went for the throat. She said, Kingdom Hearts, get out of here. All of you are barfers. So we got 4 minutes and then we're gonna lock this one in and move on to Pokemon, which is a much bigger list. So we might cut Pokemon short just in case. Get Chain of Memories in its barf tier, please. Maple, you know what to do. I'm surprised, yeah, Chain of Memories got to stay where it was. Thank you for keeping that in the chat, Matt. I really appreciate it. I'm okay with Chain of Memories barf tier. You know what to do. I know if I've donated too much already. If I do anymore, I won't be able. I know. I figured. Thank you for. I feel like you've donated to everybody in the train so far. That's really, really nice of you. Thank you for, guys. Thanks. Give Maple some love for putting this all together. She's done an amazing job so far. She's great. She's beautiful. Go follow her. Amazing person. Biggest heart on Twitch. There, I said it. You've done so much already. For Maple, someone from Maple. We're at 2 minutes 54 seconds. Do it for Maple. Card game that no one liked is too high. How can we fix that, chat? Chain of Memories is probably won't be canon in 10 years, which means it's like lower mid tier. Yeah, okay, we're ranking cage games this whole time. You got 2.5 minutes. Get in here with your movements. Wait, what if someone sees me bomb to God tier? Get out of here. Everyone remember Peace of 1993? It's better than Cage 3. I think that makes it barf tier. Oh, here we go. Chain of Memories and barfed here. That hurts. My son, my sweet boy. What have they done to you? Daft moving it in. We got 1 minute, 45 seconds left. Oh my goodness. So many. We got 2 back to back. Move Chain of Memories to God tier and then move it. Wait, okay, wait. said move it for Maple, but then HD headed back to God tier. Okay, so on my end, HD came in first with moving it to God tier, and then AOK moved it to back to Barf tier. So we're doing this, and then we're doing that. It's ping ponging the card game. It's too much for people. KH1 is God tier. Fight you. Oh my goodness. 54 seconds, people. 2 barfs cancel the God. I appreciate how good of a third cage games are in the barf section. Listen, a lot of them are barf. That's why. Listen, look at the first 2 that are barf became movies. 30 seconds, people. Ohana, you know what to do. You know what to do. These are canon. This is I'm setting the canon for the fan base for the rest of time. If it doesn't move to where you want it, that's where it's gonna stay for forever and for always. You're with okay. Okay, yeah. I remember Trav. It's all good. KH3 to barf now. Oh no. Oh, wrong one. Oh, okay. All right, this is where it remains. This is the timer has gone off. I'll give it a second. I'll give it another minute, just because I feel like people got heated. But I think we're gonna remove Fletcher from my community. This is where it's staying. Any last minute I love that Garfield emote. These are some judgments. These are some I'm surprised like we did not I'm surprised at how fewer of the moves there are. But we did get to over $250, which means the views of these images do not necessarily represent the thoughts or opinions of this channel. Exactly. So that means we broke 250, which means we'll be doing FF12 streams to get the platinum trophy to be done in the future. Ohana, you have 3 seconds, unless you're on a mobile delay. If you're on mobile delay, I'll give it to you. Because I feel like you said you had to like type it all in or something on your phone. Ohana's the only one who gets to make a move here. Everybody else, you're locked out. Ohana gets the last word. Also, this song is from Trails in the Sky. Play these games. Legend of the Heroes Trails in the Sky, they're on Steam. The 2 missing ones are coming to Steam. Please play them. I'm so glad I turned back in for my voice to be heard. Yes. I'm glad for you as well. I feel like Ohana's gonna come in with like 3 back-to-back donations, changing this whole thing. I'm playing Xenoblade 2 most of the day. Xenoblade 2 is an amazing game. Can't believe we hit half the goal. That's awesome. Thank you guys so much. You're all great. I can't wait to play FF12 again. We'll move on to Pokemon, and I'll wait for Ohana to do something, because they said 1 sec. So I'm just waiting. But we'll move on to Pokemon, which is... This is the most like ABC we're gonna get. I couldn't come up with funny ideas for these ones, except for childhood nostalgia levels of good and never played. So I'm gonna quickly move some stuff into never played, just so we know where we're at game wise, which is just like a lot of the spin-offs. Are moving into never played. I'm so sorry if your favorite game is in the never played. You can move it out of never played. You know what to do. You got pulled away. Oh, Hana, you are the one person. Which one is the best? There's a poll going. Simple and Clean Sanctuary, Face My Fears. Ooh, I gotta say Simple and Clean, the original, the best. Oh, Hana, you get the last say on this if you want. Oh, Xenoblade Chronicles X is not. That's not where it's at, unfortunately. Also, guest. Oh, Almond, come on. You gotta show up. Not there. While we wait for Ohana, this is my dog Almond. He's so cute. I'm so Simple Clean Sanctuary influenced my voice. Look at Almond. Almond's a big gamer. Almond's the best little gamer there is. Okay, we're gonna do Pokemon. So this is, oh goodness, this is the first Mystery Dungeon games. I'm gonna put them at a solid B. I think that they introduced a lot of kids to like the Mystery Dungeon roguelite genre. They weren't for me, but I do hear that they are some of the best ones in the Mystery Dungeon series. Oh, he's cute. He's such a good boy. He had a little diarrhea incident last night, but it's all good. No blankets were hurt in the making of his diarrhea. All right, so Fire Red and Leaf Green. We're putting in childhood levels of nostalgia good. Pokemon Conquest is on here. Guys, just because I've put stuff in Never Played doesn't mean you can't, donate to move it out. I'm just trying to be honest for you guys because these games I've never played. I Mystery Dungeons were like god tier storytelling. I've heard that too, but I think it's the I think it's like Sky and something else. Sky I hear is like the good one, like the best one. Haven't played Pokemon. It's a C. You know what? No, I'm not gonna. I gotta keep the integrity of the donation stuff going. The poll for which is the best Kingdom Hearts theme song is also ending with Simple and Clean in a clear lead. Explorers is best. Is that Explorers of Sky? Okay. Pokemon Stadium 2. I'm gonna, okay, this is what we're gonna put 2 in childhood nostalgia levels of good, but then we're gonna take 1 and just put it at A. I think 2 just did it better, but A is, or Stadium 1 is still like top tier. Explorer's best. I've played Pokemon Tournament. I have it. I heard the arcade version of that, like the actual machine, is really good. But overall, Pokemon Stadium is where it's at. The mini games are wild. Where's KJ? You love this. Oh, someone get KJ, please. Was he streaming? Hold on, we're gonna. I want to say he may be streaming, or no, he's like East Coast. So we're someone grab that man. He needs to be here for this. Okay. AJ, please. All right.
Thank you!
Oh, thank you for the follow. Okay, we gotta get back to this. We are in the last half hour. We're in the last stretch. And we've just been ranking games. It's been great. I love this. We'll do some more of these, and then I'll talk about what God, it was Rollstat, I believe is how you say it, what they're doing for their stream, because we're not going to do a Discord call handoff. So I'll tell you about what they're doing. They sent me a little image to like read out to you guys. But we'll do that in a second. Well, we gotta start wrapping this up. We can get through Pokemon. I believe we can. Pokemon Black and White 2, B. Pokemon Black and White 1, A. I feel like I remember it being like I liked White 1 and Black 1 better than Black 2, White 2. Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, that's C tier, baby. That's not good. I did not like those games. Those games were doggy doo doo. Oh, currently we're at. Oh, heck yeah, nice. The 69 special. I'm so happy. I'm the one. We hit that during my stream. That's amazing. Emerald. I'm gonna say childhood level of nostalgia good. We love multiple 69s. We do. We just love to spread that love. Let's go Pikachu and Eevee. I'm gonna put it B tier. Now I know people don't like these games, but I think they're a good transition. If you want someone to go from Pokemon Go to mainline Pokemon, this is great. It has like things that they know from Pokemon Go, and it's got like one of the best regions and the one that gets the most like support and love from Pokemon Company. Did I miss? We have not ranked Crystal yet. Where is Crystal? Is Crystal not on here? Yo, where's Gen 2? Okay, all right. What the heck? This is a bad list. Crystal's not here. Yeah, what the heck? Did I miss Crystal? No, Crystal's not here. Beardless. This hits both of us just deep to our core. Was Crystal never released? No, Crystal was released in the US. 100%. Crystal's the best. We're just gonna say, listen, this Gen 2 image is for all the Gen 2 games. All right. But yeah, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl were not ones for me. Mystery Dungeon, this is the Switch remaster. I'm gonna put it on the same level as the base game. I think it does. Yeah, Gen 4 is in C tier. It does very much the same thing that this game does, but on a modern platform, and we love to see that. Gold, Silver, Crystal, and their subsequent remakes, God tier. God tier. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, I'm also gonna put in like C tier. I feel like Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire were like the tail end of like yearly Pokemon releases, and I was not for that. I was not for yearly Pokemon releases. It was too much. Heart Gold, Soul Silver, the perfect cooking. Sir. I love for the first Pokemon game to bring a really cool, unique, solid story instead of the usual gym formula. Yeah, Yellow alone is S+ tier. Yellow, I think, brought a lot of people in. Yellow does a really good job of basically remaking Red and Blue, but making it like a good entry for the anime fans. Happy to see Pokemon Snap represented. Hey, Pokemon Snap's gonna go in A tier. I don't think it's aged that well, but it's still amazing. And the first time we saw Pokemon in a 3D environment in like the 90s, early 2000s. How's X and Y? Never played those. They're C tier, baby. They're not good. They were not good. They were definitely Game Freak's first foray into 3D, and they're not life-changing. They're enjoyable. Like, none of these games are bad. This is sort of the same with Final Fantasy. None of these games are bad. They're just varying levels of like better and not so great. Pokemon Snap got put in A. I don't think this doesn't have new Pokemon Snap, I think. Oh, that's a travesty, because that game's really good. Pokemon Coliseum, I want to put it childhood levels of nostalgia good, but we're gonna put it at A. Yeah, the losing the sprites to the 3D models has not been, I think, as smooth as Game Freak thought it would be. We lost something. The culture lost something when we lost the sprites, for sure. None of these games are bad. Slides this thing's into barf tier. Listen, all right. We have to delineate. We have to let these things be known. Sun and Moon, personally for me, brought me back into Pokemon for 3D. I thought they did such a good job with Sun and Moon. I thought those games were great. I miss sprites, but the models are easy to use in multiple games, so it's cost effective. The original stadium is really good. That's why it's on A. Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, that's some barf. That's some barf stuff. This Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon feel like a fan game that like added in scenes but took out scenes that actually made they took out the scenes that actually made Sun and Moon really good and put in scenes that I don't care about. I'm gonna say we probably don't have enough time for if someone did do a $50 donation to make me rank a franchise or IP. If they did that, I would probably do it on a different stream because we are running out of time. My slot is only 2 hours and it's already 1:30. So, and I gotta go over what Rollstat is doing after we finish Pokemon. Platinum's gonna go in B tier. It took what Diamond and Pearl were doing and elevated it, and we like that. I'm gonna say Red and Blue, it's still A tier, still good stuff. Sword and Shield, we all know why. I don't even have to explain why Sword and Shield are going in C tier. If you don't like where everything's going, you can change these things. You can change these tiers. And then Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, I'm gonna give them A tier. I love the trumpets. Fight me. I love the music in that game. Okay, so we're gonna set the timer for 5 minutes. Get your donations in to change stuff up. If you do not agree, this doesn't look like Final Fantasy. Listen, we've moved on. We did Kingdom Hearts. Now we're doing Pokemon. For the low price of 15, someone could put Red and Blue into S tier where it belongs. Oh my goodness. Unless this is new version. Yeah, this is the new Final Fantasy. What is selected on OBS right now? Oh, it's the Almond picture. I'm gonna bring Almond down right by me, where he belongs. So while we're letting that go, we're going to talk about what Rollstat is doing. So every $5 donated, this is for Rollstat stream. Every $5 donated is one entry into a draw for a $50 gaming gift card. So that's Steam, Nintendo, PSN, Xbox Live Arcade. I don't know what that's called anymore. I'm doing well. Silvernetica? Is that how we say it? I'm doing really well. I'm having a good time. We're kind of a little bit winding down, but I'm going over what Rollstats got going on. A $10 donation will be the Bean Boozle wheel spin. Will it be delicious? Will it be disastrous? Please, he's saying, please let it be delicious. A $20 donation spins the Fiery 5 wheel. I don't know what that is, but it says, make me get uncomfortably hot. Oh, I wonder if he's gonna like turn on like a seat warmer or something. Thank you for the shout out for Rollstat. A $50 donation, and he'll draw. I'm saying he. I actually don't know what their pronouns are, so I apologize for that. A $50 donation, and they'll draw an MS Paint portrait of you. Will it be good? Probably not, but they'll do their best. And then these are their milestones. At $100, they will stream Alien Isolation on hard in the dark. At $175, they'll have Silent Hill playthrough. $250 their donation goal, and they will stream Elden Ring and all the suffering, anger, and swearing that will come with it. If we double the goal, they'll get a Moogle tattoo and stream it if the artist allows it. And then if you triple the goal at $750, Outlandish gets really high on edibles, and they'll play games with. I believe Outlandish is one of their friends. So that's Rollstat's whole like setup. Let me put their image. This is what Rollstat's got going on. This is the sort of the card I just read. If that seems like something that you want to be involved with as well, Outlandish is their partner. Okay, perfect. yeah, this is something you guys want to see happen. You guys know what to do to donate, and have all the Bean Boozle fun, make Roll Stat really toasty and cozy. We'll remove that for now, but if you guys have questions, let me know. Bean Boozled, yeah, it's gonna get Bean Boozled. I feel like is just, oh, it's they them for Roll Stat. Okay, that I'm glad I switched over. I apologize for using the he him pronouns. My bad. Okay, they're not live yet. Good to know. I wanted to hype them up. Let you guys know what you're going to. Going live. Okay, I got I think 5 minutes ago saying that they were live. So well, this is what we were. If we got into the MGS tier, this is what we were going to. All the classifications. They are live. Okay. I'm gonna double check with them to make sure. All right. In a few minutes. Perfect. Well, let me just sort of plug myself and then we will head over there. But thank you everyone for being here again. My name's Peastone1993. I usually stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Right now we're going through Elden Ring. We're almost done with it. But thank you all for being here, for donating. Originally my goal was $150, and then I just saw like how generous everyone was being. I was like, well, let's bump this up to something, like go big or go home style. But thank you for being here, everybody. Please, if this is your vibe, if you want more of this, please drop a follow and come by. When I'm live, feel free to follow me on my socials. You all have been great. But yeah, let's get this raid started. I know we have a stock raid message that we've been doing. Could we get that in the chat? Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. You all have been so cool. Well, okay, this is my raid message, but I know we have. Hold on. Oh man, I know we had one with the global emotes, right? There we go. So if you're subscribed, use that one. But if you're not, feel free to use this one that Maple just sent. We will get the raid going in one moment. Let me pull up the stuff I need to pull up for Roll Stat. But thank you so much, everybody. This has been amazing. There we are. And all right. I will see you guys next time, and I hope some of you stick around, but have a good time. Let's keep the raid train going. Bye-bye.